to my channel. You're watching Treasures Made from Yarn. We are in a new month. We are in March, and that means it's time to do Stash Down 2024 for the month of February. Stash Down 2024 is hosted by Bridget at Queen's Craft by Bridget, so make sure you go out and check out her channel for more information. So I'm going to weigh my projects now on camera. So I have, you can't see it, I have a scale here. So if you see me looking off to the side, I am weighing my projects for the month. So first up, I have a lot. I do have a lot. I guess in the beginning months I had quite a bit of stash that would qualify for Stash Down 2024. So majority of my yarn is that, so almost every project I do will probably be for that stash. So I'm doing things we're making Thursday. So the project was blankets, so I have like 3 blankets. So first up will be the heavy one. This is a blanket yarn. I had it and just made it just a square with some like embellishments. So if you check out my last video, you saw more of this there. So I'm gonna turn on my scale and weigh this blanket. Alright, while you're turning on, try to fold it so it fits on my little scale. Oh, okay, stay. Come on. Trying to get you to stay on here. I blanket. Yeah, big project. Well, I got it to weigh yesterday. I know it was over like 2 pounds. There we are. So we got about 2 pounds on this blanket. Or almost 100 grams, like 927 grams. Give or take, because this didn't fit well on the scale. So yeah, this big, cute, comfy, big blanket. So I'm gonna move the blanket out to the camera over here. I have 2 more blankets. This was also for things we're making Thursday. This, yeah, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know this was a pain. I had torn this apart, frogged it many times, and I'm still kind of about this project because it's kind of like I was trying to accomplish a shell stitch in the round, and I kind of got, it's kind of like a granny square, but it's like a 3 double crochet shell. But yeah, I like how it feels. It's soft, and this also has, I think, some other type of blanket yarn, and I think the blue and green are 2 strands. One is like latte cakes, and I can't remember what the other yarn. I didn't know what the other yarn was because it was missing its label, but it's a fluffy yarn. And this was kind of, and the red was like also a blanket cake yarn that I got at Joann's. But so I will try to get this one on the scale. Oh, I gotta turn my scale back on. Because it turns off automatically. It's a digital scale. And okay, so this one comes in at 1 pound 4.9 ounces, or 591 grams approximately, because the blanket again might not necessarily fit that well on the scale. So that is that blanket. One more blanket. So this, I know I bought some like scrap fleece yarn at Joann's last year. So this is so it's kind of like an oblong shape. I kind of wanted to, I just found the scrap, and I just got yeah, I do not have one of those, you know, the rotary. Yeah, so I had to like by hand punch the holes in. So yeah, and then it looks okay. Anyway, I have this blanket. I'll try to fold this up nicely and put it on the scale. This one I can at least, it's not as bulky as the other blankets. At least fold it a little smaller. Alright, I gotta turn my scale back on. Okay. This project comes at 15.5 ounces or 440 grams. So that is it for the blankets. Yeah, I got like a whole lot of hats and other stuff, but the next one we'll do is this guy right here. Probably just saw him recently. There you go. Yeah, he is the hat's a bag o' day hat pattern done with a small thread and small like size 1 yarn and small hook. And I just created this little guy. There's no pattern for him, but he's really cute. Alright, so I'll put the scale on, put him on there. This little guy weighs 4.2 ounces. Or about 116 grams. That's that one. Put him back up here. There you are. Alright, still got plenty more to go through. Actually, probably seen this guy. He's one of the many hats I have. I'm like, is it Elmo? Oh, that's Elmo. So obviously he's made with, you know, the One Hat Wonder. I think it's One Hat Wonder Sesame Street yarn. So yeah, he's cute. Oh, the scale's still on, so let me throw it. He is, I got him on a gram set. Excuse me. He weighs 65 grams. Or 2.3 ounces. Yeah, that's the first of many hats. Come on, okay, we'll gently put him down. There you are. Alright. Next, I have a bunch of dishcloths. That's a zigzag pattern. So I made these because I did a tutorial for my zigzag scarf. So I'll leave that pattern in the description if you want to make a zigzag scarf. But for the sake of the tutorial, I just showed how to make it, and I just did a little dishcloth. So I got 3 of these. Turn my scale back on. Let's see, that this one is 1 ounce. Let me see if my other 2, I'm assuming, would weigh like about 1 ounce too. Yep, all 3 of those weigh 1 ounce each, or 29 grams. So yeah, 3 dishcloths. Next up, I have, this was from the Mystery Yarn Challenge for January. The Mystery Yarn Challenge is hosted by Lori at Armchair Chef, so you go check her out. This is one thing, yeah, that was probably why this qualified for Stash Down, because I received my January Mystery Yarn in December, so it now qualifies for Stash Down 2024. So this is Tunisian, pulled out the Tunisian crochet hook, and I was doing Tunisian crochet again for probably the first time in a while. So that is the scarf. Oh, gotta turn my scale back on. So that is 3.4 ounces or 96 grams. That is that. Now I also have many fidget toys. So yeah, here I was kind of experimenting because I do have a new fidget toy pattern, but I was like experimenting with a bunch. So here's one of them. I think after making this one, it's like I need to make a Carnation one, which I do have a pattern for. This is not that. It's kind of big. So here's the first one, Möbius fidget toy. Turning the scale on, this one weighs 2.9 ounces or 81 grams. So that's the first fidget toy. Here's another fidget toy. I know I've done this one differently. This one this was yarn from Timu, and I think I just put a crab stitch on the outside of that one. That one right now is 50 grams, or 1.8 ounces. Okay, here's my big fidget toy. It turned out huge. No, I think it's too huge. I think I was having a hard time, a little struggling pulling it from the center. But yeah, this was, I think I ended up using up some scraps. So yeah, that's that big fidget toy. That one weighs 2 ounces, or 58 grams. I think this is our last fidget toy. And this one, I actually have a tutorial. This is the one I got the tutorial on. It's a Carnation fidget toy. So, I'll pick that one. This is probably the lightest of them all. Yeah, that one's only 16 grams. 0.6 ounces. So hopefully you check out. If you want to make one of these, check out my tutorial. I have 3 now on my channel. 3 fidget toys. Alright, I think the rest of these are now actually going to be hats, and I have quite a few of those. And a lot of these are going to be Bag O Day hat patterns because I do the weekly Bot Hat Palooza, and that is done over at Laura at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. So I have a lot of hats that are bot hat patterns. This is the first one. This one I had to modify it because I used the Just Yarn from Dollar Tree, and I ran out. I was running out, so I modified it to put this edge on the bottom. And it's a nice hat. Turn scale back on. So that is 2.7 ounces. Oh, don't turn it off. Or 76 grams. So that's first hat number 1. Okay, let me see if I can find the actual, okay. Oh yeah, this is the proper hat pattern. Because the last one only had 2 repeats of the design. I had to do another one. So yeah, this is her pattern. This is the same hat pattern. This is another purple hat. This is the yarn is from Temu. Kind of like how this is their big yarn. I kind of like how that feels. So anyway, this hat is a cute purple hat. Gotta turn the thing back on. That weighs 3 ounces, or 86 grams. Alright. Next hat, also a Bag O Day pattern hat. Not quite sure, it almost looks like a chef's hat almost, but this, yeah, the yarn was also from Temu on this one. So yeah, I'm not sure how I don't know if I like this hat, but I guess it looks kind of cool. Alright, well, the scale is still on. This one weighs 78 grams. 2.8 ounces. Alright, next hat. Oh, I think I just made this hat. I think it's just a simple basic hat. Crochet hat with double crochets and a back post, front post rib. I think I did 2 strands of light colored yarn together. That one's in purple. Purple is always my favorite color. Alright, scale was still on, so that is 2.1 ounces, 58 grams. Okay. Oh, I got one more hat after this one. So yeah, this is after making, yeah, this is on the Slouchy hat. I thought I wanted to make a Slouchy hat. So I actually have a pattern for the Slouchy hat. This hat just has some scraps. Turned out kind of big. This hat, oh, scale still on, 101 grams, or 3.6 ounces. I have one more project. The last project. So yeah, I think this is, at least one strand of this is 10 mil yarn. I don't know if both strands are, but yeah, I think this is just another slouchy hat. So bright colors. So that is 3.3 ounces or 95 grams. Phew, that's a lot. Okay, that is all my projects for Stash Down 2024 for the month of February. So do check out Bridget at her channel at Queen's Craft by Bridget. So if you did like this video, please give it a like. To see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you always for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye now.